I want to get to one of the things that I talk about a great deal, and that's cholesterol. Very, very interesting study from printed in the New England Journal of Medicine recently. It was called Jupiter. There have been several major studies published recently. One is Accomplish, and this one is now Jupiter. Accomplish was a study about which is the proper medication for the treatment of hypertension, and it has now been decided that inhibiting the renin-angiotensin system with an ACE with a calcium channel blocker is probably better for you than the use of a diuretic. But this one is about cholesterol, and this is a very fascinating study. What this study showed is that when people had a non-HDL cholesterol, remember non-HDL cholesterol, you take the good cholesterol away from the total cholesterol, and that gives you all of the bad cholesterol. And I have been telling you for a very long time that if you want to be relatively immune as far as cholesterol goes from developing a heart attack, then you need a non-HDL cholesterol of less than 90. Guess what the Jupiter study showed? It showed exactly that. When Crestor, 20 milligrams was prescribed, it brought the total cholesterol and the bad cholesterol down, and it rose the good cholesterol a little bit, only 4%. Nonetheless, it gave a non-HDL cholesterol of 85. And that reduced heart attack, stroke, bypass surgery, angioplasty by about 50%, getting to that very low level of either what you want to call LDL, for which the number was 55, or non-HDL cholesterol, which was 85, which is similar to the 90 that I've been telling you all along. And if you remember, otherwise, there are a list of things that you need to get under control. One is proper percent body fat, where you can see clear lines of definition on the abdomen. So if you have fat on the abdomen obscuring where the muscles meet the muscles, we're not talking about being ripped in big six-packs. We're talking about not having fat there so that you can see the muscles meet the muscles. That's the most important thing of all. Second of all is high blood pressure. You want a blood pressure of around 115/75. That is not high. That is perfect. 110/60 might even be better. You want an A1C, the diabetes test, 5.5 or less. You want a uric acid, 5.5 or less. You want an LP(a) of around 8. You want a homocysteine around 8. You want a C-peptide in the mid-normal range. You want serum insulin in the mid-normal range. And so all of these different factors can be in part controlled by diet and exercise, or I should say mostly controlled by diet and exercise, particularly an organic, unprocessed, whole foods diet, once again, which is exactly what I have been recommending. So the Jupiter study showed that there was a massive reduction, a 50% reduction, by getting down to a non-HDL cholesterol. And one of the points I wanted to make to you was, not only did I tell you so, I know you're not supposed to say that, but hey, I'm immature. What do you want from me? But really, what I wanted to point out was, why didn't it reduce it 100%? Because it achieved the proper goal. The other items were not addressed. The lipoprotein(a), the homocysteine, the A1C, the C-peptide, the insulin levels, the uric acid, and so on and so on. But a 50% reduction is a major, major, major improvement, and this was with the medication Crestor. So I strongly recommend that you go to Google, plug in Jupiter, Jupiter, the Jupiter study, or you can put in the name Paul Ridker, Ridker. He was the lead author. One of the things that's been criticized about that study is there was a test involved in it also that was brought down, and it was the cardiac C-reactive protein, which is another one of the list of chemicals, items, numbers, the Preventive Medicine Center numbers that need to be as low as possible. And that was brought down from 4 to 2. The goal is 1, but in any case, it was brought down from 4 to 2 in the group that had the major benefit. So it was not only a combination of bringing the LDL down, it was also bringing that cardiac C-reactive protein, or what's called cardiac HS, highly sensitive C-reactive protein. And one of the criticisms of this was that Ridker makes money when that test is performed. Well, I see no conflict of interest here. You may say, well, naturally you don't, you're a doctor. No, there is no conflict of interest. The man did a basic study. It's a beautiful study. It's very well done. Scientifically, it holds up. And if he happens to be smart enough to invent a test and makes money off of it, I honestly don't believe he's really promoting that test, plus the fact I've been ordering that test for a very long time and advising my patients when those numbers come back 2, 4, 8, 12, whatever. And of course, as I said, the higher it is, the greater the risk. By the way, I want to change subjects, go back. This is another one of those shirts. Oops, I'll do it on this one. Those shirts that I had made into French cuffs. That doesn't do much good with this jacket, but here are my cufflinks. Can we get a, there we go. You like those cufflinks? Those are pretty snazzy cufflinks, and they weren't too expensive. The shirt was furnished by Hermenegilda Zegna, a Zegna shirt. The cufflinks are from Saks Fifth Avenue. The tie is from Hermes. The belt is from Louis Vuitton, all furnished. Thank you very much. No, I had to pay for them. But I get dressed up to come here. This is one of my major outings. And I may be a little more calm and relaxed and reserved at the office, but I try to dress up for my office and wear only the very best. I hope you like the way I present myself because I try to do a good job for you.